and thank you for tuning in. This is Mike Rubini. If you don't know me, I'm a 29 years old entrepreneur from Italy, and I do SaaS. If you don't know what SaaS stands for, it's basically software as a service, which means that I get to build, manage, and support software products and sell access to people who value that products enough to pay something per month to access them. And I particularly do that without any investments, without any team because I work alone, and even without a CS degree, a computer science degree, as my background is basically jazz. I'm a jazz musician. Um, Transparency is one of my core values and also one of the core values of the company. And so every month I do what's called an open report, which basically is a report on everything that I did that month and how things are going. If you want to learn more, you can go to brain.rubini.solutions, this site that you see on the screen. And this is the report for January 2021. So in January 2021, in terms of revenue, we got back to 6K MRR, monthly recurring revenue, and that's almost 79% towards the goal that I have of 7.7 K MRR. And I'm saying I got back to 6K because at the start of the month, at the start of the new year, I basically cut some subscriptions from some customer subscriptions from clients that were not using the products so frequently. So in December I was at I think 5.8 MRR, but then I cut back some subscriptions from clients, and so I got to 5.3, 5.4, and this past month, January, I got back to 6K MRR. In terms of net of equity, the MRR is 5.1. It's net of equity because on some businesses or on some software products, I do have partners, and so I expected to have a recurring profit of 2.5 euros, 2,500 euros. This month, so January, I made approximately 2.8, so a little bit more than expected. And yeah, the net profit is obviously forecasted to grow. We obviously generated more than this because I don't only have SaaS, I also do consulting, and I also have a course. The traffic I'm pretty happy with because it's basically there, if not it's growing, so it's still or growing, it depends on how you look at it, but I'm always happy about the fact that people are returning to use my products, so that's something that I'm very proud of. In terms of the SaaS, so the software products that I now have 5. I cut back one that I discontinued because it was working, but it was something that was not aligned with the values that I have. And so I cut that. So now I have 5 SaaS that are making money, and I totally I run 8 in total, which because I have 3 SaaS products that are free and act as at lead generation. I'm pretty happy with the spectrum of pricing that I have now, because I have, as I said, 3 products that basically are free, so they act as lead gen, and then I have 4 products that are priced in the mid range, $10 to $50 per month, and then I have 1 product that is priced at $500 per month or more, So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this range of pricing that I have. All of the software products are growing, so that's also cool. So let's look at some software products more in detail. So for Grouply, which is one of my products, basically what it does is it tracks keywords on Facebook groups, and it's useful for marketers, for brand monitoring, and more. So we actually redesigned uh, both the marketing site and the app to look a little bit more modern. We also shipped uh, a new blog post about how we are helping a client in the e-commerce business. The client is Yakify, which is also a startup, and I say we, but it's only me. It's just a thing. I'm always talking using the we, but it's me. So we improved a lot the backend, and also we had a problem with DigitalOcean because they in turn had a problem with an hypervisor. So that got me thinking about redundancy a little more, and so we are also deploying more redundancy um, in the backend. I hired a new SDR, so a sales development rep. That's I think that's working. In the coming months we will see what that brings. And yeah, I applied a new lead qualification system. Um, so now someone that wants to use Grouply has to apply, and that comes to our Slack and by email, so I can reach out to a prospect fairly quickly. We also launched a Grouply for Social initiative, which will probably work at full speed in the next months. And then we also had a problem with a competitor, dishonestly attacking me personally on a personal level, saying things that are very rude and not true. So that's also something that happened this month. For Trendly, we also did here a redesign of the marketing site. As you can see on the left, I'm pretty proud that Trendly was included in a book from by one of my friends, marketing friends. The book is called Design Marketing. It's only available in Italian, but still I'm pretty happy about it. I shipped a new blog, which you can see it's performing fairly well on GTmetrix. It's very fast, and we are writing one, I call it special blog post per week, where we analyze high-level trends. If you don't know, Trendly is about discovering rising trends that you haven't heard of, and the trends are very practical, I would say, but we also deploy these high-level trends that are more general, more high level. We also shipped personalization, which means that now we email you and we show you trends based on who you are. So if you are a person who who is in the SEO space, you will receive more trends related to that. If you are a person who is in the e-commerce space, then you will receive more trends related to e-commerce. And that was very tough to ship, but I did it. And also I coded a new admin panel where basically to make the whole thing easier to do. So now you can do everything with the admin panel in 3 clicks. It's a 3-click flow. Anyways, on Cart, which is another product of mine, you can find it at usecart.com. I shipped sales tracking, which we are doubling down on. I had to learn how to ship Google serverless functions, which I never did before. But luckily, it reveals to be a very efficient process. And so we are now also talking with an enterprise customer for to sell them a data solution. So there's that. I'm pretty happy with what I shipped so far on cart, but in the coming months it will be far better as I learn more about this. And this is, by the way, a pretty a thing that I value is also learning the things that you really need, because learning can also feel like entertainment these days. And then on fastlane.co, which is another site, another software that I have, it's about tax liens and tax deeds for the United States market. I shipped a new blog, and we did a lot of improvements to the app as well. But the highlight of the month is that we shipped this new blog, and then my co-founders there are writing about cool deals that they find with the software, which is always great. And then moving on to the course. Moving aside from the software products, the course, I shipped a new lesson on how you can use Google to reverse engineer some sites, and get leads through technical marketing. So that's going well. This month we only got 3 new students, which is I would say which is fairly less than last month, in which we had 18 new students. But still, so far the course made about $5,000, which is great. I'm planning to ship more lessons there as well. For my consulting practice, which I have, if you don't know, I'm consulting as an on-demand marketing technologist, who is the person who manages marketing and coding, basically. I'm having problem getting paid from a specific client who pays from Panama, because apparently my bank doesn't really love Panama as a country to get money from. But I also got a pretty big client in the e-commerce space, which I will not reveal now, but maybe in the coming months. So there's that. And then some miscellaneous here. I redesigned my main site, my main company site at Rubini.solutions, because some people told me they were having issues with the scrolling of it, so I redesigned it. And then I shipped, if you don't know, I have a platform where I kind of have all the metrics related to all of the business that I run. And so I shipped this done page, which you can find at brain.rubini.solutions/done, where basically I share everything that I do, that I mark as done through the day, every day. So you can see what I work on every day if you want. And this is towards my value of transparency, I would say, which is often, not often, but sometimes is used against me, because I have people copying me. But still, I value it so much that I'm not afraid of sharing what I work on, because I do work a lot and I do ship a lot through the month. So, for example, this is from today. And then how it works in the backend is basically I did a Telegram bot, so you can see on the right the Telegram bot where I mark these things as done, and then that gets pushed to the server, and then I show it on the Brain platform. And I also made Alfred integration, and if you don't know, Alfred is a Mac app that you can use as a Spotlight alternative. So there's that, and that makes the whole thing faster. So it's literally for me to log something is open Alfred and then type done and the thing that I've done. That's it. It takes 1 second, maybe less. I also made a new Twitter profile just for the laughs. And this Twitter profile basically shares all the things that I've done through the day as well. And then I've also jumped on Clubhouse for the first time, and I tried to reverse engineer Clubhouse, as you can see on the left. I think there's something that can be done there in terms of retrieving information from Clubhouse rooms, but for now I'm putting that on hold. And then I'm always learning. So on the right you can see a picture of a new lecture that was shipped by my partner on the micro acquisition course, Ryan, and yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm improving the Dealflow platform as well. And then for inspiration, I'm always super proud of inspiring people. This is a thread from Reddit, and also was super impressed because this month someone that really yeah, it's basically one of my biggest fan. He basically bought everything that I have, so that's always good. And then inspiration as well. I did 2 interviews, one with a guy from Italy talking about small data and UX, and how I apply UX to my products, which, if you don't know, I basically don't apply UX because I think it's important to go to market as fast as I can, and thinking about UX or UI is not a prominent problem when you are shipping a lot. It's a problem for later. And then I also did an interview with Jack Butcher from Visualize Value, and if you don't know the guy, he's a master in basically formulate things on a visual level, even like complex ideas and things like that. So we talked about frameworks. That was really fun. So what's next? I think February will be a good month. I think consulting will take at least a week of work because I now have 2 consulting clients. So I think that will take a while to get through in terms of workload. Then I've been also dealing with the UK because if you don't know, UK exited the European Union, so now they are basically we are having problems registering the VAT returns. 2 people in the UK. I now have 15 customers who are from the UK, so I need to deal with that, and it's very annoying because like things are very blurry right now because again this is very new as like the whole thing was basically a law in January, so everyone is trying to adapt to that. And then on Cart we are improving, as I said, sales, the sales tracking feature. On the course I want to improve it and pre-sell more of it. On Trendly I want to focus on getting more trends, potentially sell. I'm always in talk with investors or potential buyers to sell it to, and that's not because I want to sell. I love the problem, but I'm just entertaining the idea. And then Grouply, I want to scale it a little bit more, might be through partnerships. And then I want to experiment with cross-selling because, as you can see from the screen on the left, I did some cross-selling between Trendly and Grouply, and that actually worked very good. So it's great to experiment with this type of things where I'm the advertiser of myself, basically. I advertise my products on one of my other products, so it's very meta, but it works, I think. And I want to potentially ship a new thing, maybe with piggybacking on another creator, but I don't want to say much more about that yet. And then I'm always thinking about a PH launch, a product launch, where I will launch simultaneously 6 to 8 products. So that's basically what I think will come in the next month or so. And yeah, that's everything for now. I hope you appreciate the transparency. I hope you appreciate this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and if you want to follow me, I'm on Twitter at MikeRubini. That's MikeRubini. Thank you. See you in the next one. Bye bye.